In the heart of an unnamed city, past the crowds and concrete, lies an undulating expanse, the largest zoo in America. Here, the sparse roars of lions blend with the laughter of children, a juxtaposition as poignant as it is perennial. This sprawling sanctuary, a microcosm of the world's diverse habitats, serves not just as a refuge for species on the brink, but also as a classroom without walls, where nature's delicate dance is both studied and taught. As urbanization swallows up more habitats, the role of zoos has pivoted dramatically. They are no longer just showcases of exotic fauna, but critical centers for conservation and education. Zoos have long been the last sanctuaries for many endangered species. Yet, the largest ones in America now spearhead sophisticated breeding programs aimed at repopulating dwindling species. From the butterflies fluttering around fresh milkweed to the snow leopards pacing thoughtfully in their rocky faux habitats, every enclosure is less a cage than a carefully recreated ecosystem, designed with both survival and genetic diversity in mind. This commitment extends beyond the physical barriers of the zoo. Many zoological parks participate in international conservation projects, which often involve reintroducing species back into their native habitats. In these efforts, zoos serve as crucial links between wildlife in distress and the ecosystems that have sustained them for millennia. The careful orchestration of these programs reflects an evolving understanding of conservation, one that emphasizes resilience and sustainability. Yet, even as they protect and propagate, these large zoos grapple with the genetics of small population management, a science in itself. Each pairing, each birth, and even each death has ramifications that ripple through the survival prospects of entire species. Central to the mission of these conservation behemoths is their role as educators. The largest zoos in the United States attract millions of visitors annually, many of them schoolchildren whose first real encounter with biodiversity is through the thick glass of the aquarium or the wide-eyed stare of a primate. Interactive exhibits here do not merely display animals, they tell stories. Stories of ecological niches, of symbiotic relationships, and of the human impact on natural environments. Through a combination of multimedia displays, guided tours, and hands-on activities, zoos elucidate complex biological concepts and environmental issues in an accessible and engaging manner. Furthermore, special exhibitions are often rolled out to highlight current environmental crises, such as the plight of the polar bears or the deforestation of the Amazon, bridging the gap between distant problems and personal experience. This educative function is supported by numerous outreach initiatives. Zoos partner with schools and community groups, offering programs that extend beyond their gates. These programs, ranging from wildlife conservation workshops to citizen scientist projects, not only broaden the reach of the zoo's educational efforts, but also foster a sense of stewardship among participants. The zoo, in this sense, becomes a nexus of community engagement in wildlife preservation. Despite their educational and conservation achievements, today's large zoos face a myriad of challenges. The balance between ensuring animal welfare and providing an engaging experience for visitors is delicate and often contentious. The same enclosures designed to mimic natural habitats can never fully replicate the freedom of the wild, leading to debates about the ethical implications of captivity. Moreover, as the specter of climate change looms larger, zoos must confront their own environmental impact. From the carbon footprint of transporting species between zoos to the resource-intensive nature of maintaining varied and climate-controlled environments, the operation of a large zoo is fraught with paradoxes. Overcoming these will require innovative solutions that align more closely with their conservation ethos. Future directions point towards more immersive and less intrusive wildlife experiences, greater collaboration with international conservation efforts, and a continued emphasis on education and public engagement. As these institutions evolve, they must navigate the fine line between spectacle and sanctuary, entertainment and enlightenment. In conclusion, America's largest zoos are more than just tourist attractions. They are active players in the global conservation effort, vital educational institutions, and complex businesses faced with difficult ethical considerations. As the world changes, so too must they adapt, ensuring that their roles in conservation, education, and ethical responsibility continue to evolve to meet new challenges. Their ultimate goal remains clear: to ensure a future where wildlife and wild places flourish, both within and beyond their gates.